On a quiet spring morning in April 2017, the serene landscape of Alsea, Oregon, was disrupted by a grim discovery. Deep in the woods, along a lonely gravel road, a passerby stumbled upon the lifeless body of a young woman. It was the body of Anna Repkina, a 27-year-old Russian immigrant who had come to America seeking love and a brighter future. Her death, execution style, was both tragic and senseless. Personal belongings, carelessly scattered nearby, suggested an attempt at a staged robbery. But the truth behind Anna's murder would prove to be far more sinister. Anna's journey to this remote Oregon town began thousands of miles away in Moscow, Russia. She was described as kind, intelligent, and deeply romantic. Her dreams were simple yet profound: to find love, build a family, and create a life filled with happiness. It was through these aspirations that she found herself on an online dating platform where she connected with a man named Will Hargrove. What seemed like a storybook romance soon spiraled into a web of manipulation, jealousy, and betrayal, a chain of events that would lead to her untimely death. A promising love turns sour. Will Hargrove was a 37-year-old man from Hyde, Oregon. By all accounts, he was an ordinary man with an unremarkable life. But online, he presented himself as charming and sincere, qualities that drew Anna to him. Their relationship blossomed through virtual conversations, and before long, Will convinced Anna to leave behind her life in Russia to start anew with him in the United States. For Anna, this was no small decision. Uprooting her life to move across the globe took immense courage. Yet, in Will, she saw someone worth taking that leap of faith for. She arrived in Oregon in early 2017, filled with hope and excitement. But the reality of her new life was far from what she had imagined. What Anna didn't know was that Will was already entangled in a long-term relationship with another woman, Michelle Chavez. Michelle was a local bartender who had been romantically involved with Will for years. Their relationship was far from perfect, marked by frequent arguments and drama, but it was intense and passionate. Will's introduction of Anna into his life created a volatile love triangle that would soon ignite into tragedy. The dangerous dynamics of a love triangle. When Michelle discovered Anna's presence, she was furious. For her, Anna was not just a romantic rival, but a threat to her relationship with Will. The situation quickly became a power struggle between the two women, with Will caught in the middle. Instead of taking responsibility and making a definitive choice, Will played both sides, lying to Anna about his relationship with Michelle and telling Michelle that Anna was just a temporary complication. Michelle, however, wasn't content to wait. She pressured Will to choose, giving him an ultimatum. If he truly loved her, he would end things with Anna. Text messages between Michelle and Will later reveal the intensity of her demands. "If you love me, you'll prove it," she wrote, a chilling statement that would later take on a far darker meaning. For Anna, the truth about Will's duplicity remained hidden. She believed in their relationship and saw a future together. But behind her back, Will's lies and Michelle's demands were creating a dangerous pressure cooker, the breaking point. By mid-April 2017, the situation had reached its boiling point. Michelle's ultimatums had grown more aggressive, and Will, feeling cornered, began to unravel. Surveillance footage showed him purchasing a shotgun and ammunition just days before Anna's murder, a purchase he later claimed was unrelated. On April 16, 2017, Will spent the day with Anna, their interactions seemingly normal. For Anna, it was just another step in building the life she had envisioned. But for Will, it was a day of reckoning. That evening, he lured Anna to a remote wooded area near Alsea. What happened in those final moments remains unclear, but the end result was chillingly definitive. Armed with the shotgun he had recently purchased, Will shot Anna at close range, killing her instantly. Her body was left in the woods, along with her belongings, in what appeared to be a hurried attempt to stage the scene as a robbery gone wrong. The investigation begins. The discovery of Anna's body sent shockwaves through the small community of Alsea. Homicide was a rare occurrence in the area, and law enforcement was determined to bring the perpetrator to justice. Investigators quickly identified Anna through personal items found at the scene, including her passport. As they dug into Anna's background, Will Hargrove surfaced as a key figure. His connection to Anna, combined with his recent erratic behavior, immediately raised red flags. Detectives uncovered a series of digital breadcrumbs, including text messages, social media activity, and surveillance footage that painted a damning picture of his involvement. The surveillance footage of Will purchasing the shotgun became a cornerstone of the case. It directly tied him to the murder weapon, leaving little room for doubt about his role in Anna's death. Additionally, phone records revealed the heated exchanges between Will and Michelle in the days leading up to the murder. highlighting the emotional turmoil that had pushed Will to commit the unthinkable. Michelle Chavez's role. While Will was the one who pulled the trigger, Michelle's role in the tragedy could not be ignored. Her relentless ultimatums and insistence that Will prove his love for her had undoubtedly influenced his actions. However, there was no evidence to suggest that Michelle had directly conspired in the murder. When questioned by police, Michelle maintained her innocence, insisting that she had no idea Will would go to such lengths. Still, her texts and her volatile relationship with Will painted a picture of a deeply toxic dynamic that had contributed to Anna's death. The trial and verdict. Will Hargrove's trial began in 2019, and the courtroom was filled with raw emotion. Anna's family, who had traveled from Russia to attend, sat stoically as prosecutors laid out the case against the man who had shattered their lives. The evidence was overwhelming. Prosecutors argued that Will's actions were premeditated, driven by his desire to appease Michelle and eliminate Anna as an obstacle. They pointed to his purchase of the murder weapon, his deceptive behavior, and his attempts to stage the crime scene as proof of his guilt. Will's defense team attempted to portray him as a man under immense emotional pressure, claiming that Michelle's demands had clouded his judgment. But the jury was unmoved. After deliberating for only a few hours, they returned with a guilty verdict. Will Hargrove was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For Anna's family, the verdict was a bittersweet moment. While justice had been served, it could never bring back their beloved daughter. A cautionary tale. Anna Repkina's story is a heartbreaking reminder of how easily trust can be misplaced and how dangerous deception can be. She came to America seeking love and happiness, only to fall victim to the selfish actions of a man who saw her as expendable. For Will, his inability to confront his own feelings and take responsibility led to a series of choices that destroyed multiple lives, including his own. And for Michelle, her role as the instigator of the tragic events serves as a stark reminder of how jealousy and manipulation can have devastating consequences. Today, Anna's memory lives on as a symbol of hope and kindness, a young woman who deserved so much more than the tragic fate she met. Her story is a call to cherish those we hold dear, to be honest in our relationships, and to recognize the profound impact our actions can have on others. This tragic case serves not only as a somber reflection on the fragility of life, but also as a reminder of the consequences of our choices. Anna's story, though heartbreaking, is a testament to the strength of those who seek justice and the enduring legacy of those taken too soon.